Most Reverend Acharya Mahapragyaji, Acharya Mahashramanji, delegates coming from the different part of the world. Today, I am going to tell something about non-violence in context to economics. Modern economics is economics of prosperity. The representative of the European Economic Community, Dr. Vishrut, has articulated that philosophy in these words. There is no question of going back. We have to proceed further. We have to become rich and indeed richer. We have achieved some prosperity. Now we have to become more prosperous. There is, of course, the problem of environment. We will find its solution. There is also the problem of energy. We will find its solution too. If ordinary reactor will not serve the purpose, then fast breeder reactor will be used. There is no problem for which there is no solution. But we have to move forward and have to become richer. It is true that the concept of modern economics have tended to make men more prosperous. It has also to be confessed that it has made him less happy. Satisfaction of needs, peace and happiness must produce a new amalgam when articles of consumption become available, needs get satisfied, and some amount of mental peace and happiness are also gained. If all these are assured, then the process is complete. Economics, which is needed today, is the one which can make all these three available. This will not impinge on the interest of others. Economics, which makes the articles of consumption satisfy the needs of the people, but at the same time disturbs peace and happiness, is not desirable. If alone
in our minds, through our participation in the war in Afghanistan, for those of us who are Canadians, and in both Afghanistan and Iraq, for those of us who are from the United States. But it is also an auspicious time to be addressing the issues of cultural values and nonviolence, as the United Nations has declared this decade of 2001 to 2011 as the decade as the culture of peace. Clearly now is the time to be thinking about the relationship between nonviolence and cultural values. However, the relationship between economic development, peace, and cultural values raises difficult questions, and ones to which there are no easy answers. They are difficult in part because those of us who study these questions often study them only in isolation, in pieces, rather than looking at the relationships between them. Myself, as a psychologist, I see that my colleagues will study happiness or harmony in the individual, but they rarely look at economics or social conditions. For those in economics, they may often study development and yet not think about its relationship to peace or to inner harmony. If we truly want to see nonviolence and peace and development together, we have to understand that economics, social stability, personal well-being, all of these must be developed together and be developed in a constant consciousness of peace. Importantly, the answers to these questions can be found primarily through dialogue and through self-examination. Dialogue between those from many disciplines and professions, between people from different countries, dialogue between those from the north and the south, from the rich and the poor countries, from those who have been oppressed and those who have been oppressors. Dialogue like the ones we will have here. We have amongst us distinguished scholars, participants, teachers, and political leaders, and of course, a very distinguished spiritual guide. These can help us to teach and to learn. We therefore embark on this conference with great hope, hope for the future, for all of our countries, and for all of our cultures. Thank you.